Yo, what's up, my people? It's your baby boy KCZ. Welcome to the Masterminds podcast, episode 9. We are already on episode 9, and my guest this evening is no other than Mr. Bino. Mr. Bino, what's up?
What's up, KCZ? How are you?
I'm alright, bro. We're still social distancing, you know?
Yeah, this thing has affected us so bad.
You can't even meet up with your friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be on a distance like that. So, how's been your week, bro?
My week has been hectic anyway. We spent it at home. We can't move anyway.
How's it been hectic, bro?
It's been hectic, man. You know, some of us really need to make ends meet.
Yeah, but you really have to move up and down and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. We need to move around to get certain things in place. But anyway, we're trying to be safe.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. So, here's the thing, bro. We've got a lot of things to discuss today.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start from, bro. So, okay. The thing is, there's something that is so crucial and scary. And I feel like you're the best person who can actually dissect it and all that. The president made the pronouncement, right? There's a man who died from, is it 54 years old man from Kafue who just passed on. And the president said, okay, there's this man who's ill in the intensive care, and then they're still investigating whether this man has got Covid-19 or not. And then the following day, they just told us that man died, and he died with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing is that we don't know how long that man was sick for, and we don't know how many people he came into contact with. But yesterday they told us, today they told us they did contact tracing, and they only tested about 52 people. And Zanaco Bank has been closed. You know that? Zanaco Bank from Kafue, right? It's been shut down. And then these are the things we have to talk about. Zanaco Bank has been shut down because it's one of the places where he passed through. And then I was just reading the statement from Zanaco where it said there are some people, the staff members of Zanaco, who went to visit the funeral house. I was shocked to find out that there actually is a funeral for COVID-19. Like, why would they make a funeral for a notifiable disease? You know what I mean? Because I kind of feel like in Zambia, we don't fear COVID as much as we fear cholera. You know what I mean? The government doesn't fear COVID as much as they fear cholera. Because there's no funeral for cholera, but how come there's a funeral for COVID? So those are the things I want you to want us to discuss about. Why is it like that?
Okay, so the thing is, I looked at an article that I had seen on one of these media platforms.
Yep.
It said the same man, I don't know if he's Mr. Mwemba.
Mm-hmm.
This man runs a business, and it's a fish shop.
It's a what?
Just somewhere, a fish shop.
A fish shop. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, somewhere in Kafue, just as you are coming into Kafue.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, if we are talking about this man having a certain virus or the coronavirus in him, how many people visit his shop to get that fish?
Yeah.
How
many people have bought fish from his shop?
Yes. Yeah, how many people went to his shop and came in contact with him? So the number that the government is saying to be 50, I don't know if it's something. I don't think that number is the right number.
And then the question is, here's the big question. The question that's puzzling me is, where did he get the virus from? He didn't travel out.
These are people that are well known, man. But you find to say the doctor that took the guy to the hospital, the same late man, Mr. Mwemba, may he rest in peace. They're friends with the doctor. When the doctor took him to the hospital, the doctor didn't mention anything to his fellow workers to say his person is having this virus. He just said, run a test on this man. While the doctor knew to say he was a victim of the COVID virus.
The doctor knew that.
The doctor knew to say the friend was sick. The same scenario where I call you, say, dude,
but
I want you to run something for me, but the issue surrounding this is this and this.
Yeah, but now the thing is that there's so many questions and answers, and then the stories that the government is giving us is just too good to believe. You know what I mean? Like, where did we have to know where he got this disease? This guy was sick. I mean, this man was sick. May his soul rest in peace. This man was sick, right? He got the disease, and we all know to say COVID, the coronavirus, don't have legs to move. People move it. You know what I mean? So, like, there's a person who moved it from wherever it was to him. Like, who was that person? And how many people has that person, infected? If he infected Mr. Mwemba, who else has he infected as we speak? Who does he stay with?
Yeah, so the thing is, Mr. Mwemba, behind Mr. Mwemba's shop is a truck in.
What?
Yeah, there's a truck in behind the shop, the same shop, and there are some rooms there where truck drivers rest when they park their trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these vehicles move. Maybe they are international drivers. So we should be one of those same truck drivers that brought in the virus from wherever it was coming from.
We're just saying it could be. We don't know. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we're not sure, but because it's a truck in, that means there are people coming in and out from different places.
Yeah, I feel you.
So as it stands, there's been less of that much of an investigation to know where Mr. Mwemba had gotten the virus from.
But it's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is dangerous because if the virus was in that place, that means one of those drivers again would have gotten the virus from there and took it to some other place again.
That's the thing, you know what I mean? Because usually these drivers don't just deliver at one place. They usually deliver in different places, like maybe 2, 3, 4 shops.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that is what we're supposed to look at. Because I guess I had seen an article saying Zambia is now declared free from the coronavirus. I don't know if that is true and how true that can be.
Who declared it?
I've seen it. I don't know, one of these pages from Facebook.
Oh.
I don't know if it was declared by the ministry or what. I don't know.
The ministry. I don't think the ministry has what powers to declare anything. I think it's supposed to be declared by WHO, the World Health Organization. Yeah,
so I'd just seen it and I looked at it because Facebook again has got so many fake accounts and people just speak.
But do you know that Mwebantu was chosen by Facebook to be the official platform for COVID-19 information?
Which one?
Mwebantu. It was actually chosen by Facebook officially to be a platform for COVID-19 information.
Yeah, but I don't think I had seen that on Mwebantu. I think it was
No. I'm just saying that. Do you know that it's one of the reliable sources you can get information from?
Yeah, I'd seen that when I had gone through their page and when I was doing the second research.
What about how Zambia? Okay, Zambia currently. Okay, in as much as we have this scary case right now of Mr. Mwemba and so many questions that we have, that answers. Zambia at the moment, at least, I think we're not safe, but I mean, at least we are at a place where we can at least calm down a little bit, isn't it?
As it stands on my side, I wouldn't say we are at a safe place.
I know, but like, can we calm down, or we still supposed to be in panic mode?
There's a need for everybody to be in quarantine, and I'm sure that is why even the president had put another 14 days ahead of the other 14 that just ended.
And people didn't take that lightly. Zambians, they want to go back in bars and shit.
Yeah, the thing is, people are being told people are recovering. And, when somebody says 17 people have already recovered, but why are you giving us another 14 days? It's because
that's the thing.
The government hasn't done that much of a research to know, to say how many people are infected. Let's say of a percentage. Maybe Zambia has got about 100% of people that are healthy, but how many from that 100% got infected, or how many came in contact with that virus? That hasn't been done.
Okay, the thing is that one thing about me is that I'm down for everything that the government is saying. Like I'm really supporting the measures they've put in place. I'm really supporting them, in as much as some of the information that they're giving us, I feel like it's kind of I don't know how I can say it. There are some things are too good to believe. You know what I mean? They're putting it in a very good way. Like it's hard for me to believe, but I'm still down for all the implementations they put in place.
Yeah, the implementations that they are putting are just okay. They're fine and they're perfect. But the thing is, if people are recovering, children, what medicine is the Zambian government, to be precise, using to heal people?
No, it's you know how the corona is healing though. It's just like via the immune system. That's it. The immune system is fighting on its own.
So now the thing is, what the Zambian health body is treating are the symptoms, not the actual virus. If we understand it at that point,
they're saying before they discharge a person, they have to make sure they check them. They do a laboratory test to confirm negative. Then that's when they let go of you. It's not like they just say, "Okay, Chifine, just see that they now go home." No, it's not like that.
You know how Zambian health facilities are. You go and run an HIV test at a certain hospital, it will come out positive. You go to another hospital, it will come out positive. The third one will be negative. And at that point, that is where I get to have a lot of questions when it comes to such matters.
So, like, if you go to one HIV test facility and then you find you're positive, why go to another one though?
You really need to be sure, you know. you really need to be sure.
You really have trust issues, you know what I mean? All right. Away from that, like, there's something I came across something that really touched my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching some news on YouTube, and then I discovered that Chinese people are actually chasing Africans away, like in a place called Zhongjiang. Is it Zhongjiang? I don't know. No, Guangzhou. Yeah.
Something like that.
Guangzhou. Yes, people in Guangzhou, black people are being chased. Like they're being chased away from hospitals, from restaurants, from hotels. They're just being left in the streets, and then they're also being chased away from the apartments where they stay, where you just receive a 1 hour notice from the landlord saying you have to leave the house today. And then people are in a mess right now as we speak in Zhongjiang, China. So what's happening? Do you have any information about that?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures that uploaded the internet where some blacks were seen on the street. That's what they've been saying now.
It's sad,
it has even made them. It has even made them more vulnerable to the virus.
Now,
they are more safe.
The thing is that they're saying it's an African virus. How is it becoming an African virus? You know. The thing is that these guys are calling it an African virus, and nobody's saying anything about it. When Trump said it was a Chinese virus, everybody was on Trump's head saying, "No, this is racism and all that." But when these guys are calling it the African virus, why is everyone quiet?
You know, the thing about us blacks is we are so much on the begging part. Sorry for saying that. You know, if Africa could come up with one party system where we get to live under one person ruling everyone, it would be better. Because you see, there will be other countries that will say we do not want any of these people around, but there will be a country like my own country, Zambia, that will be busy receiving in these same people that don't want us. You know, there's no way people would say this is a black violence. How is it even true?
That's the thing.
How is it even true?
Because it came from China in the first place.
It came from China in the first place. It didn't come from Africa, then it went there. That's not possible.
So I hope this doesn't spread around China, because Guangzhou is in a mess. Africans, Ghanaians, Nigerians, even Zambians, although I haven't heard of any Zambian yet, but obviously they are blacks, they are Zambians. Obviously they're all being chased, and it's not good, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, most Zambians that are there are students. And that's the only thing that we should be even worried about.
That's the thing, bro. They don't have where to stay. They don't have apartments because they're being chased away from their apartments.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I remember some years past, there was a clip that go on say Zambian students that went to study in China were being locked up at some certain police cell because they had failed to pay for their fees for that term or that year.
So they got locked up somewhere.
They got locked up. So now, the thing is, now that the virus has come, somebody won't come to you and say, which nationality are you? And you say, I'm Zambian. Then they say, okay, since Zambia and China
there's
in
no
a good thing.
patriotism in this world now.
Yeah, they'll just chase you and you go on the street. But now, when you come back here in Africa, you find us harboring these Chinese people. We're taking good care of them. They are moving freely.
They can even chase you out of the streets, bro.
Yes, that's the thing. So I don't know how our governments are trying to work out certain things with these guys. But there's too much racism. That is what I would say.
It's not a good thing.
It is not about the virus, but it's about racism.
It's racism, bro.
Yeah,
I really don't like what's going on right now. Like, it's really disheartening. You know what I mean?
Very much, bro.
It's really disheartening. So what do you think? Okay, you know China is big, right?
Yep.
And if you speak of Guangdong, it's just, I don't know if it's a city or a province.
It's just a city. Yeah,
in China. So it's not like, that's what I'm praying, like it doesn't spread throughout China. How quick do you think it might spread throughout China? Or do you think it's just going to end in Guangdong?
No, certain things cannot end. That virus is something that is going to come out throughout China. Because now they are taking up that mentality to say, this is a black virus. So everyone in China now will be at an S to chase out any black person they see. Because they'll be thinking they are the ones having the virus. So it is going to move very fast, the same way the vaccine had moved in our country. That's how things will move even there.
It's bad, bro. I really pray it doesn't move like that.
Yeah, because it's sad, because there are so many people that will be affected.
A lot. And this is just going to cause commotion, because black people will start beating up, Chinese people in different parts of Africa. You know, that's how we revenge, bro.
Yeah.
Remember the xenophobia in South Africa? Nigerians started beating up people. Zambians at Unza started burning South African shops and all that. So I feel like it's not gonna be a safe world anymore. It's gonna cause a lot of commotion throughout the world. In as much as we're fighting this corona thing, and then other things are gonna come up. This is the third world war. Is it third or fourth? I don't know, man.
It should be the third world war, man. This is what they're building up to.
I don't even know anymore, and those guys are superpowers, you know.
They want to kill us all, man.
But anyway, have you heard about the closure of Intercontinental Hotel?
Yeah. I heard about that.
What's the cut about that?
First and foremost, I would like to say it was really saddening, because about 3,000 workers, I'm sure.
That's a thing, bro.
Huh?
That's a thing. It's one of the most. It's a hotel that employs a lot of people in Zambia.
Yes, yeah, because I read, and it was saying about, I don't know if it should be in the range of 1,000 to 3,000 people that were working there have been sent home without any pay. Because that hotel is something that works on a work and pay basis, not like a government thing where you sit at home and get paid.
You know what I mean? So the thing is that why is it closed? Is it because of Corona, or it's because of the business side of it?
They said it wasn't because of the coronavirus, but they said because that is an international hotel.
Okay.
So for them to cut on the issue of getting in people that will come in maybe carrying the virus, they said, okay, fine, it's best we close so that we do not get our premises on a bad side of
So the whole hotel is empty right now. Do you know how huge Intercontinental is?
Yeah, it's very huge, and it's quiet because there's nobody working there. The time they had produced the notice to say the hotel will be closed, there were people that were already in there, and they were given about 3 days to vacate and leave the premises.
So everybody signed up.
Like everyone had to leave. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the thing, but it's sad, man. On the employment part, it's sad. On the health part, it's good. On the business side, it's sad.
It's sad, yes, because would even want to talk on the business part and the employment part. Because if the business is not working, that means there will be no employment and there will be no people getting paid. But imagine every one of these people that were working there had families. They've got families. They've got people to take care of. They've got a landlord somewhere to pay.
That's the thing. And then what is
You
Zambia
see,
doing
now,
about landlords, bro? Because like I've heard in other countries, landlords are being told not to collect any rentals from tenants for 3 months or so.
yeah, but
What's that? But what is Zambia doing about it? I saw I don't know. I saw a statement from someone. I don't know if it's just a rumor on Facebook. I heard Madame Dorothy Leah said something like, "We are working on to discuss with landlords and whatever, so that they should not collect rents." How is that? Is it true or it's a rumor?
no, that is, we can't even put it in the range of a rumor. That was an edited picture. That is not true.
Oh, serious?
Yes, that is not true. Totally not true.
Okay.
And looking at where we stand as a country, Zambia cannot even order landlords to do that.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's
Zambia
true.
can't. I'm telling you, the minister, Madam Dola Celia, is a landlord where she is there. She's a landlady. So that means that woman cannot just give up her house and say, okay, these people can stay for free.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
those people have bigger houses than we can even think.
yeah, even the 48, my guy, they've got.
Hey, chill. Come on, bro.
Anyway, away from that.
That's another issue, bro. This is the issue I wanted us to dwell on the most. Like, there's an issue making rounds right now throughout the world. You know what I mean? About the 4G. You know what I mean? Like, not 4G, 5G.
The 5G now, that's the 5G.
Like, how does it affect us? And is it safe to have 5G in our communities? Because like it's so radiative. You know what I mean? Like it's got like how can I say? It's got radiations. You know what I mean? It radiates a lot. And then what are the advantages and disadvantages of 5G? Because like advantages that it has, one of them is faster internet and all that, but let's talk about our health now. Is it doing us any good? And then is it just a conspiracy that is just that it's the one causing the COVID-19 or what? Because like there's this conspiracy which is making rounds right now. It's everywhere. People have even started burning down 5G towers in different countries. You know what I mean? In Britain, it was bent down, and we, you know, how is that? What's the conspiracy surrounding the what's this the 5G and COVID-19?
So the thing is, if we take it back to the beginning, you'll find says when the 5G issue was introduced, so many countries were against that. It was just a month after the introduction of the 5G that we heard there was a coronavirus that was affecting people.
And then I hear it started from Wuhan.
Yes, that's why
I hear the 5G. That there's so many coincidences here. You know what I mean? Like the 5G started from Wuhan, and then that's where the coronavirus started from. And so
now the thing is, the 5G is like this. There's a certain radiation that will be coming, and you know what radiation does? I know
it kills the cells, bro.
Yeah, it comes into the cells. It doesn't normally just kill the cells. There will be a DNA duplication that takes place. That means a mutation will start taking place.
Yeah, which might even create a virus.
Yeah, it might take up the same type of a cell from the virus and make it one with the normal cell from the body. Which means the human system will be weak because there will be a virus dominating most of the cells. You get? So
yeah, that's the thing.
So now the thing is, if the radiation is too much, that means we might even be living by fear because maybe these whole issues are coming up are just a sideline to block people from the installation of the 5G. Like you had talked about the advantages and the disadvantages. Yeah. But the biggest disadvantage that I would go for is on the health part.
On the health
part. When you have a weak immune system, then you are gone.
You're gone.
You are gone. There's nothing like we're going to give you an immune booster. You do not know maybe what is that same vaccine or they're trying to give us is the same virus again in the end. You get? But now the other thing is, when the 5G comes, that means the government will have there will be, okay, let me put it in this way. There will be no privacy. That's the thing.
When the what?
There will be no privacy.
When the 5G is introduced.
When the 5G comes in.
How is that?
The government will have access to every electronic device that is being used. That means even your bank account, the government will have access to your bank account. They'll be able to know whatever that is coming in and going out, whatever that you do. Even this communication that we're having right now, the government will be able to have it, even maybe cut it off. If they say, okay, it's not making sense, they will be able to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's an advantage. That's a disadvantage because we have the right to privacy. But now that means there will be no right to privacy.
So, like people are saying, billionaires have actually sponsored this because, it's a business thing. You know what I mean? They're trying to to play around with human beings. People are saying they've created this virus. I mean, they've created this 5G thing, which they knew is going to affect people's lives and health. So after they created that, it brought down the effects, which is the corona. And then now they want to start now creating vaccines to inject each and every person to become immune. So that injection is something. It's not really a vaccine, but it's something that's just going to immune us from being exposed to the radiation. You know what I mean? So like, what is that? How true can that be?
Yeah.
So people are saying they create a virus, they lock down the world, they go cashless, they install 5G, they make ID 2020, whatever, universal vaccines, and implant to work with 5G networks. They mandate the COVID vaccine. So which means that is not actually the COVID vaccine. That is just something to prevent us or protect us from the 5G. Because like they really want that 5G to come. From the radiation being produced by the 5G. You know what I mean? So is that really true or what? Because like it's really disturbing. You know what I mean? Like it's disturbing.
Yeah, you know the thing, Kelvin. The issue is not so many people have got the right information about the 5G, or rather, I would just say a few people have done the research about the 5G. But the thing is, for a satellite to be activated, it cannot be somewhere near Earth. It needs to be away from Earth.
Yeah.
You get? So from this planet. Yeah, so maybe where the same satellite has been placed, it might be dragging in some other things, but because of the radiation around that satellite, it is able to transmit whatever it is speaking from wherever it has been placed, sending it to Earth.
True.
Now, so as a result of that, the same radiation might be causing the same virus, because now they're saying the virus was coming from bats and stuff.
Okay.
And it came from...
So the thing is, okay, there are 3 theories here. Actually, I've heard about 4 theories right now. There's the first theory that is coming from the WHO, which people must listen to as at now, because it's the official information. We're not giving out any information right now. The information that I'm going to give out that comes from WHO is that this virus mutated from the bats when Chinese people were eating bats and cats and other animals. You know what I mean? That's the first theory that we have to get. But there's another theory that says this virus was just made up in the lab and it was like a nuclear weapon. You mentioned that earlier. Remember in episode, is it 5 or 6, somewhere there?
6,
episode 6. Yeah, you mentioned that it was it was just made up in the lab. The third theory is the same conspiracy which is making rounds right now, that okay, the Covid-19 is now coming from it came from the 5G radiation. So I don't know, for now it's a lot, man, but these big people, the WHO are still saying, please don't spread that news. We are not spreading it as the masterminds right now. We're just talking about it just to we're just talking about it because it's making rounds. You know what I mean?
We need to talk about certain things that are being sidelined so that people get to research and know how best they can protect themselves.
What if you cause a revolution, though?
Huh?
What if you cause a revolution?
What cause for there?
What if we cause a revolution?
Then it's best then we'll go into a revolution.
Oh, come on, bro.
It would be best so people will be able to
don't let the mastermind get locked down.
No, like let's get people to be safe, man. There's no way you would want to say, okay, we want Zambians to be safe, but yet you are keeping the truth from the Zambians. Then how are you keeping us safe?
That's the thing, bro. But again, there's something I want us to discuss about, bro. It's about okay, there's this guy, you know, this guy, what's his name again? He is your youth advocate. Like, he's never said anything that ever made sense to me. But, like, for the first time, he spoke about something that actually made sense. You know what I mean? For the first time, I supported him.
I think I know the guy.
Tiza, man. Tiza Mukuka, the youth advocate. Like, I want us to talk about, this is the last thing. No, not the last thing, but let's make sure we talk about this very fast. It's about Prime TV. This guy actually supported that he's standing with Prime TV. Like, there's a hashtag making rounds right now, open Prime TV. The government closed down Prime TV. Can you please tell us your view on that? Are you in support of the government or you are standing with Prime TV?
I am standing with Prime TV because the government right now, what they have showed to the international body is they do not have the right to a media house. That means that right is being violated. And this means, the opposition political parties are not given 100% access to the Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation, ZNBC.
Yes.
So these other private bodies are the ones that give an ear to these other political parties. But now if the government will close up Prime TV, that means they do not want the opposition to air out their views.
So now, okay, are you saying Zambia has got no freedom of speech right now?
As it stands, Zambia has got no freedom of speech. As it stands, because Prime TV has been giving us the news away from the government. It gives us the other part of the news. But ZNBC, I'll tell you, will give you the news about the government. It will never give you the wrongs that the government is doing.
It's been wrong. I mean, it's been the wrong things that these people have been doing, and you just take it lightly like that.
So now the thing is, if there was something that Prime TV that did, the government was supposed to maybe sit and have a memorandum of understanding, discuss, so that the next time Prime TV does that.
There's a lot behind the Prime TV issue that people have to know. Shimba Kambwili had an interview with Prime. The last interview I had, I checked him out with, just that I don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. But like if you check out the interview, you'll find out that he spoke about a lot of things, something to do with the law and all that. Like, he still says someone is going to be answerable in the courts of law. But now the government have power. There's nothing we're going to do about it. But now, unless maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, it's sad news, man. When last did you see news on ZNBC about someone talking about drainages in Mutendere or anywhere?
ZNBC will never give you such things. That's the thing, man.
That's the thing. Nobody will ever tell you about... They only tell you about an accident that occurred, the road which was opened in whatever, the new buildings the new constructions that are coming up and all that. They won't tell you about the things that really have to be talked about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing about ZNBC. ZNBC is government, so they will only give you the good that the government is doing.
But anyway, it's sad for Prime TV. We're still standing for Prime TV to be
open. We stand with Prime TV. Government should open
Prime TV. And what is your say about Slapdee's new record, bro?
That's very good.
Slapdee is mad, bro.
I love that song, man. I can't lie. I love that song.
That nigga's creative, you know what I mean? That's the first record he's done in 2020.
Did you see the video?
Check out the video, bro. It's really on point.
The guy is good, man. I love the guy that he had brought on.
Who's that guy? I mean,
I love Josie. I love Josie on the chorus.
Who's that guy? I've never heard of him. I just checked him out.
No, he's been around. He's Zambian. He's just from the background. I'm sure he should be signed under the XYZ label
by now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the name again? Chu? Is it? What's his name again? Josie.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy is good, man. He's got that vibe,
good, was on point.
The Slapdee kind of, the Dave kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he talked about the things that are happening, and even talked about the coronavirus. It's more like he was trying to sensitize people.
Yeah, man, in a very intelligent way. You know what I mean? Not in a very direct way, but in a way that you would just listen to and you just get the vibe, you know.
Yeah.
The hip-hop,
like
it's in a hip hop genre, you know what I mean? Like the nigga is fire, man. But
yeah,
anyway,
like I had the song on repeat yesterday, like throughout the day. I had to play the song on repeat, man.
It's a very good job, man.
It's a very good
job. Very, very good job. But
big up.
So in Zambia right now, like Sangatembo says, like we're going to have like 3 people fighting for best conscious song award. You know, there's Slapdee with this same Dzuwa, and then we also have Bobby East with Pamela Share, and Makitu with Declare. So, bruh, it's gonna be tough this year, man.
It's gonna be tough this year, man.
The awards, bro.
If these guys keep doing
like
that,
Pamela Share is fire, bro. We talk about Declare. Man. Declare is not a song to play with, and we talk about Dzuwa now. Shit.
Yeah, we've got Dzuwa now. It's HD, proper HD, man.
You know
the video is fire, man.
That's the thing, man. But anyway,
that was a nice song. That was a nice job.
But if we come to judge, if we come to judge the song, which one would you vote for? Just be honest now. Okay, let's start with the video. I'll start with the video, just the audio, right? For the video, I'm putting Dzuwa number 1, Declare number 2, and Pamela Share number 3. And then just the audio.
For the audio, I think I would go with Pamela Share.
Number 1?
Number 1, then number 2, I would go for Dzuwa by Slapdee.
Number 3?
Declare will go number 3.
All right, so on the audio side, the song, I think I would put. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, they're all number 1, bro. I'm not gonna pick. Just the videos, bro. I think you can judge the videos now.
I need to judge the videos as well.
Just the videos.
Yeah, so for the videos, I would go with Dzuwa number 1. Number 2, go for Declare. And number 3, Bobby's Pamela Share. That video wasn't really on point.
Wasn't according. Yeah, that's how I put it as well. But anyway, it's been nice having you, Bino. It's always nice having you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man, for giving me such an opportunity.
You're welcome, my guy. I hope we meet again in person. You know what I mean? We do this in person.
I really need to meet you in person and do a proper one in person.
No, but this has been proper. You know what I mean? Like, we also need to make like you, me, and Beck in one podcast. That's gonna be late, man.
We need to be in one thing because the Beck is fire, man. It's really on point. Pick up to the Beck. It's been my inspiration, man.
The nigga is fire. I like that guy. Anyway, bro, have a good night, man.
All right, cheers, man. Thank you very much.
All right, man. So that has been Bino Monkompa, and it has been the Masterminds Podcast, episode 9. Look out for episode 10. It's your baby boy KCZ, and we out. Just make sure before I go out, always wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands. Always make sure you sanitize. If you don't have sanitizer, make sure you wash your hands with soap for 30 good seconds of washing your hands, and make sure you move with a mask, and make sure you just adhere to the regulations that have been put up by the president and the Minister of Health. So guys, we out. Your baby boy KCZ.